Hi loves, I have decided to record this video today before entering my silence for the next 3 days, the silence that we will be having here as a community, silent retreat. And I've decided to record this video because yesterday I recorded a video and shared about my challenge here in the community where I feel not belonging, not connected, and how I went about sharing that and how that turned out within the community. And also, I've noticed as I was kind of listening to my own video from yesterday, I saw how in the beginning I was mumbling a lot. And then I saw that I was mumbling because I wanted to look, it's kind of like there was actually a shame present for me in terms of why I feel this way here, wanting to be seen as I have not, wanting to to not have a feeling as I have created that myself. And in this video, I want to just share with you an insight how, I've made that experience for myself because there's a part of me that feels that I only want this type of connection. I only want to connect to this type of people, to people who can drop with me into this level of presence, of authenticity, of exploration, who are in that same space where I am of curiosity. And people who are not there the way I interpret them, that they're not there, not in that space, I'm just like, I'm not interested. It's kind of like, I don't even want to take my energy to, or to create the space in myself for that type of connection. And I notice there's a judgment in me that's the way I feel, this way that I feel this way is not okay. It's not okay because I need to be loving. I need to be uh, allowing everything to be here, everyone in every form, and people who don't see the life the way I see life. And I need to, to be a model of this way of being where, I need to live that in an embodied way, this way of being loving presence for all of life. Yeah. And I see I'm not there. I'm not there. There are parts of me that feel pissed off and angry and wanting things to be a certain way and wanting people to relate with me in a certain way. And if it doesn't happen this way, then I don't have patience. And that part wants just to kind of like, it wants to be alive. It wants to be given space. It wants to, it's just tired to be a good girl. It wants to be the crazy one. And also it's afraid of the consequences of that. And it's afraid that people might get hurt, of course. And it's kind of like this part is here that wants to express. And also there is this understanding that it's kind of like, no, I can't be this way because it's not kind to others. So there's need to express and channel that energy, and also understanding that it needs to be in a way that is kind to others. So how can I do that, and how can I create the space for that part, and how can I still create the space for that part in myself that wants to express in the way that's just done with everyone, just done, and just leave me alone. And at the same time, it's like to be seen in that, and at the same time not to make sure that no one gets hurt, because every human psychic is so delicate, and it's so easy to impact someone this way, and then it takes such a long time to heal that, yeah, if someone gets impacted in this way. So actually, I found that there is a way, and that's what inspired me to record this video, because I just facilitated circling practice. Again, those of you who have not watched my previous videos, who do not know much about me, circling practice is the form of authentic relating, which is more organic, and kind of, to me, it's like more real and more relational and explorational. There's so much I can talk about about this practice. I'm just so passionate about it. And this morning I facilitated that online, and there was a theme which is called altered ego. So it's a circling, it's a, where we connect with a group of people, and each one of us chooses which part of ourselves we want to embody and explore. And I chose to embody this part that feels pissed off. I gave myself that name. We give ourselves that name. And it felt so good because I felt so alive. I could just be unfiltered and just feel like, yes, I'm just done with you people and just leave me alone. And it just felt so good and alive. And I could see how it just, because we were role playing, how people did not mind to be part of, because all we were just role playing. We were just playing a part of ourselves. There was one who called himself Misattuned. And I'm just like, yeah, like, because that's my friends that I hold space for. I mean, that's people who I've been for a while on the same platform. So I get to know them, and I'm just like constantly having this thought crossing my mind whenever he shows up in this space. I love him so much, so dearly. And at the same time, I'm like, oh gosh, sometimes he's so misattuned. And when he gave himself this name, I'm just like, this is so cool, because I'm just like, have this space for you now, because you're just named yourself the way you it's just like you're just matching. And it just, yeah, I was, when I did say that, I felt like, well, I hope I didn't hurt him. And at the same time, he was so happy to have that space for himself to be the way he wants to be, not to need to be attuned. So there's so much playfulness in this practice, and there's so much space to give voices to that which we feel sometimes maybe judging ourselves about that, or feeling like we project that others judge us for that. And we feel like maybe there's no space for that to be in the real world. So it feels so good right now. It feels so alive, and that made me to feel like made me feel inspired to record this video and share this with you all, and feel okay about that part of myself. Yeah, and on that note, I want to say to you that if that resonates with you, yeah, if you feel like there is something that you're holding back and you want the spaces where you can embody that, this is the circling practice, and that can create that space. And if you are interested, I love facilitating those spaces. There's a platform where I facilitate that, where you can sign up for a free trial, and for 2 weeks, just, yeah, jump in there and explore it. I also facilitate those spaces for my friends in addition to the platform. So yeah, reach out. I'll be so happy to play with you. Yeah, this is my greatest passion. That's what makes me feel alive, and that's where I feel full permission to just really be myself, and to support others in stepping into that as well. Okay, sending you so much love here, and talk to you after the 3 days of silence. Um, yeah, have a beautiful week. Much love.